Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Won't you please join with me to stand and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening. I'm Jeff Olip, and as president of the Washington County Bar Association, I'm happy and pleased to welcome you to this Judicial Candidates Forum of 2011, co-sponsored by the Bar Association and the League of Women Voters of Washington County. This event is being recorded for later broadcast. As a courtesy to our candidates and the members of our audience, please be sure to turn off your cell phones and your pagers. I have also been asked to ask each of you to hold your applause until the end of our presentation today. The candidates' responses have a time limit, and you may notice our timekeeper in the front row notifying the candidates of their time remaining. The format of tonight's event will not include a question and answer period, although you are all welcome to stay after the forum and meet with the candidates individually. Now at this time, I'd like to introduce Debbie Odell Seneca, President Judge of the Washington County Court of Common Pleas. In the upcoming election, voters will also have the opportunity to vote for or against the retention of Judge Odell Seneca, who was elected to a 10-year term in 2001. Retention elections are nonpartisan and receive separate placement on the ballot from those running for election for the open seat. Judge Odell Seneca.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the bar, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to you tonight. It is my pleasure and privilege to serve Washington County. I have been a prosecutor, a public defender, a plaintiff's lawyer, a defense lawyer, and I've had the privilege and honor to serve you for the last 20 years on the bench. In the year 2004, my colleague and friend David L. Gilmore passed away, and because of the seniority requirements of our Constitution, I became the President Judge of Washington County on October 1st, 2004. Since that time, we have implemented many programs in Washington County that have brought it into this century and made it shine for innovation. I have brought for you tonight copies of the 2010 report, which will give you more details as to what we have done. First of all, we have 3 specialty courts in Washington County. One is a treatment court, which is headed up by Judge Bozonsky. One is a mental health court where we divert mental health patients who have gotten into criminal problems that are nonviolent, and we divert them from the criminal justice system. This not only helps them, and as Bracken Burns said to me when we started that program, it's the right thing to do, but it also addresses some of our jail overcrowding problems in Washington County. In addition, 2 years ago, I was contacted by then United States Senator from Philadelphia, who's no longer there. He contacted me to ask me if I would consider a mortgage foreclosure program in Washington County, and I thought it was such a wonderful idea that we got together to do that. It does not cost the taxpayers any money, but what it does do, and has been very successful, and if you look in the 2010 report, you can see the stats of what we've done. It gives homeowners an opportunity to meet with the Southwestern Legal Aid Society, which the court is in partnership with, and we place a moratorium of at least 90 days on their mortgage foreclosures so that they can either try to refinance their mortgage foreclosure problems on their home or get at least financial counseling. And if they get on the road to do that, then we may extend the moratorium. If you looked at statistics, you'll see that's a program we're very, very proud of. In fact, I just saw that Commissioner Diane Irie is here this evening, and she is on our CJAB committee, which is the Criminal Justice Advisory Board. When I became president judge, I learned that it was supposed to be in existence but became defunct. So I was approached by some people. We have a representative from the MDJs here. They're on the CJAB committee. I'm on the CJAB committee. Our chiefs for our adult probation office, juvenile probation, Pennsylvania State Police, some of the chiefs of the bigger police departments, and we work together to try find grant money to do these projects. Well, the mental health program has become so successful, and of course you don't hear a lot about it because we have to be confidential in that vein. We want to also create a veterans court for the same purpose of diversionary programs. And there's a lot of other issues with that. We've partnered up with mental health, mental retardation, and when Commissioner Irie heard that I was working on that program with CJAB, she offered to come and join us and has been a very, very big help and instrumental in we're trying to work on a new program whereby we want to partner up with the United Way and the Southwestern Pennsylvania Human Services to try to create a home for veterans so that if they're out on the street and they have post-traumatic stress syndrome and they have drug and alcohol issues, which is one of the biggest problems that we're seeing with them, and they also get into criminal problems, then we can divert them from the criminal court and we can also address their issues. So we have met with the VA, and in fact I will tell you that I have been approached about the first case, so our first veteran is going to come into the Veterans Court within the next 2 weeks. In addition, one of the things we did, I learned that Washington County was the only county in the state of Pennsylvania that did not have a booking center and did not have a direct way to get information on Megan's Law into the state police, and so we started to work on that. We did not have funding for it, and so the Chiefs Association from the state of Pennsylvania contacted me and said, we'll come up with some money if you can work out a way to do this. So we went ahead and did it, and we have the booking center. I'm being told that I only have a few seconds left, so I want to tell you it has been a privilege to serve you in the last 20 years, and I would ask that you consider me for the retention vote come November. Thank you very much.